Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 26th, 27th, 28th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is a general reading. Now, you know when I am reading for the weekend, I am using my two Redley Valentine decks. I am using my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. Now, remember this weekend we have something going on. Remember, Venus is in Aries right now. It will be conjunct with Aries also, so there's a little bit of a stronger push with relationships. Venus, there's more of a mission. There's more of a focused, almost like maybe even looking at some of the relationships under maybe a little more of a microscope even. Now, we also have then on the 28th, we have the full moon in Libra. That's at 6:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a trine, so there's a grand trine going on. It's very lucky. It could even be very magical. There could be some strong manifestations happening at that time also. The full moon in Libra will be trining with Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius, and Mars in Gemini. So we've got all of the, we have Aquarius, Libra, and we have Gemini. So expect the unexpected. It kind of goes back to that, Uranus in Taurus, but this could be some shockers, but this could be very magical, and this could be very welcome at this time also. Remember, new moon to full moon, as it is getting bigger, it's called waxing, and that is, a time for you to request. Full moon to new moon, as it gets smaller, is waning. That is when you release. The full moon, and you can do this like 2 to 3 days before, day of, 2 to 3 days after. The full moon is when you release, relinquish, and request. Now, I'm always saying, write it down, put it on the refrigerator, but because of all the air energy, remember to speak it out, okay? Okay, so let's begin our readings now. Hello, my Leos, how are you? Now, let's see what we have for this weekend. Yeah, this is going to be a very important weekend, I do feel, for you. And my Leos, this is going to be one of those times I kind of see the lion standing on its hind legs, roaring, and just basically, I don't know that you're fighting anything. I don't know that per se. I don't see another, but I know that you're basically intimidating, or you are making sure that anyone that's around you knows that this is your space and who you are. Okay, so let's see what we have here for my Leos. 1, 2, and 3. All three are reversed, so that has some strong energy. Let's see what we've got going on here. Leo, Leo, Leo. Here we are. Queen of Water. Now, this is water, because Queen's underlying energy is water, and this is water. So this is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Fluid, emotional, very, very caring, very committed also. So the Queen stands in her power. The Queen, wants to gather it all up and make everything right. The Queen of Water, she wants everything to be the way it needs to be. Her heart goes out for those that are not necessarily in a good position. This is extremely caring. So this would also be good if you, my Leos, want to do some volunteer work this week, this weekend, or if you have some family or friends or any kind of those relationships that we talk about that need some extra TLC. Because this is you being very generous, very giving, very loving to the people around you, and and very healing also. Now, the only thing about the Queen of Water is that, while you're being very caring and healing, you have to remember that while people will receive that part, they don't always do what you tell them to do. Okay, so I'm getting kind of this, that can be very frustrating. So you have to really kind of like, when you see that they're not, it's like, okay, let me help you through this. Let me get you through this. Let me love you through this. Then when you want to bring them a little further, that's when they kind of say, no, I can handle this now, and you have to kind of step back a little bit from them also, okay, whoever that is for you. But the Queen, if you do this right, the relationship can actually, and whichever one this is, work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, home, whatever the relationship is, it's going to actually grow, and it can be, you just have to remember, my Leos, and because the Queen of Water can be a little, she can be a little overbearing at times too, because she wants everything to be put in the perfect place. So you need to take that piece of you or that part of you and pull back a little bit. Okay? Anyway, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Next card. The Five of Water. Now, again, this is what I'm telling you. You know what I was saying. Now, fives has some change energy to it. Positive, negative, neutral. It's not always comfortable. So they don't always, so that the situation around you, whatever this is emotionally engaging to you, it's not always going to be the way you want it to be. Okay. You might have the perfect plan. You might see with such clarity, but it doesn't always, they don't always listen. And if they're going to raise up and they're going to, I'm almost feeling like the people around you, that it's almost like you are being put into their environment to raise them to another level in their development. And you want to kind of help them up a little bit, and they're kind of satisfied with where they're at. So whoever that is. Now, the other thing though is we do have that full moon, and there's going to be a lot of emotional people around you. So you need to be careful that that you don't, like told you, like stand on your hind legs and growl, okay? So it's not so much that I feel you're going to be the one that's emotional as the people possibly around you, and you're going to have to, I'm going to suggest that you get, that you just lay the kindness on them, okay? Slather them with the love. Here we are. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So there's a lot of, this could be a loving but emotional weekend for you. So let's see what this last card is. The Nine of Earth. Nines have a completion to it. It's, it's kind of like, let's wrap it up. Earth energy is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, solid energy. A lot of times this has to do with your work or your money. I feel this is more who and what you call your home. Okay? It does, if you cannot let their emotions, trigger you, okay? Into kind of like, oh my gosh, will you please, come on, grow up. If you can help to maintain and you yourself don't blow up, this could be one of those weekends where major development for those people and even for yourself could come about, okay? This is very tangible energy. So I do feel this is kind of in your home arena, in your home or your personal relationship arena, okay? So a lot of love, a lot of caring. They're not always going to be accepting of everything that you're telling them. It does feel like this is your, so you're going to have some diplomacy here. So this is called, you're going to have some diplomacy. And even though you might want to shake your head, you're just going to, just slather them with love. Okay? Okay. Anyway, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. let's go on and see what we have here. Because that Queen of Water has a lot of love to give, and that's, now it could also be that you're on the receiving side of that too, my Leos. Maybe you're the one that's, on the receiving side. The only thing about the Queen of Water, she can be a little bit, she can be a little overpowering, okay, because she's so emotional. Here we go. That one just plopped out. She just wants to give so much. And that's the one thing about that can feel very restrictive to you if you're on the receiving end of that. But again, just give the love back, slather them with love, and, and then, like I said, by the end of the weekend, it's like, okay, this was good. This was a good weekend. Here we go. Last card. 6 of Michael. Now, Michael energy is air energy. We've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend with air energy. That full moon for one thing. Now, 6 is the number of man, so it's a lot of things that you can create. You can have a hand in your destiny, okay? Sometimes we're like the ship, and the ship sails into the stormy weather, and then the ship sails out of the stormy weather, hopefully without without taking on too much damage. The 6 of air is that. It's coming out of that darkness into that light. It's leaving something behind. So again, this is saying that, a lot of this is how you can make it. A lot of this is how you think it also, okay? Because air energy is your thoughts, your words, hearing news. Hearing news also, and when I say hearing news, I'm kind of picking up that you could hear some news that could make some major changes. So maybe that's the deal. Maybe the news you hear creates the, the emotional response. I don't feel like it's negative news. I don't feel like it's that, but it's like changing type of news. It's again, it's news though that it's going from the dark into the light. It's, light at the end of the tunnel type of energy here. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So it's interesting. It's an interesting weekend for you. So we have the 5, 9, and the 6. We have a Queen of Water, Queens, heartstrings, very strong heartstrings here. Whatever this situation is, it is pulling at your heartstrings. You just want to make it all better. You want it, but the thing is, you don't have to worry about making it all better because it's not within your power to make it all better. You're doing your best to help the situation, but it's not within your power. And that's, so whose power is that within? Higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. So the thing is though, whatever's pulling at your heartstrings, whatever's not coming out the way you want it, it will come out for the best of the situation. And you could hear news also, you could hear news that whatever it was is also, there's some resolution. Now, does resolution, is that kind of like all things are better? No, of course not. That's not how life works. But it means that things are going to be moving into a better place. Okay. What crystal or energy for my Leos? Air. Aries got this too. Air. So breathe. Get outside if you're able to. Remember that full moon. So basically, I would start on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I would be out there, make my list, what it is that I am looking for, my new goals, things like that. Put it out to the air, okay? Communication, imagination, independent, witty. So, my Leos, interesting. I'm a Leo too, so it's interesting. We'll see what happens. I want to hear, okay? Okay. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember the button, because it does help. Please like, please share, and subscribe. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.